Namova. As you know, friends, I have completed the English and Hindi versions of my latest book, Vyāsakathā. The English version has around 450 pages after including all the illustrations and has gone into print. The Hindi version, I am doing a second round of proofreading, so that's my draft. And yeah, it'll take maybe another round of proofreading after the second round, so that will go in print in probably a week's time. So that's the Hindi title, Vyāsakathā, Mahabharat ki Niti Kathaएं. With that, I am having thoughts on my next book, which I might start writing next month, and that is likely to be the Sunāma-sāgara, which I have dreamed of writing for quite some time. A book with 1 lakh names in 2 volumes. 50,000 names for boys and 50,000 names for girls. Now, how should this book look like? And the model book I have in mind is this one. This is the Pocket Oxford English Dictionary. 345 rupees when I bought it a few years ago. Around 1,000 pages. Around 1,086 pages to be exact. And it's a small size dictionary. If you open, the font size is quite small, but the advantage is that they fit, I don't know if you can make this out, but they fit 62 lines in one column. 62 or 63 lines of text, 2-column mode. So that gives them around 124 lines of text on one page. So with 1 lakh names, I think I can think of, if I go for 2 columns and just minimal entries, the name, a very short meaning, and a citation. So with that, I think in 2 columns, if I fit 50 lines in one column, we can have 100 names on one page. And so each volume will be around 500 pages. So 2 volumes of 500 pages. Or I could have longer entries with no 2-column mode, but just a single column mode and a name, like a name here, and then entry in 1 line. So that should be more than enough for me to give the meaning and 1 or 2 citations or denotata. So with that, I think in 1 page I can fit, if I can fit 50 lines in 1 page, then around 1,000 pages for each volume. So 2 volumes, each of 1,000 pages. Let's see how it goes. I would love to hear your comments. One of the comments about Sunāma was that it would have been better had we had a separate volume for boys and a separate volume for girls, or a separate volume for masculine names and a separate volume for feminine names. So that's one consideration I am definitely going to keep in mind for the Sunāma-sāgara. And this Sunāma-sāgara will be in English and Hindi both. Hindi mein bhi rahegi ye pustak aur Angrezi mein bhi rahegi. And I might do a free Sanskrit version also. Just a Sanskrit version of Sunāma-sāgara would be Sunāma-sāgara. Would be so wonderful. And it will take 2 to 3 years to write the book, to go through all these sources of wonderful names, the Vedic texts, the Upanishadic texts as part of the Vedic corpus, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Puranic texts, and not only those, but also Jain texts and Buddhist texts. I will go through Pali names and Prakrit names also to see if we can find a Sanskrit version. And then historical names, for example, so many beautiful names of kings and queens in India. Be it, for example, something like Arinjaya Chola or Lalitaditya in the Rajatarangini. So such names also should be a part of the Sunāma-sāgara. So let me know what you think about my thoughts on my next book. That's all for today. Namo Va.